Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I just wanted to kind of voice over my big squat session that I had this week and share some thoughts on something that's kind of important to me. It comes up in the gym every now and again. It comes up even outside of the gym. And that's this idea of, how you feel as a person and do I deal with any joint pain or back pain, etc. at 27 years old? And I can tell you I have this routine that I do, and I've posted it on my Instagram before, so you could go find it if you wanted. But I actually keep track of how many working reps of squat I do over time. And I've gone back and I've logged every single rep that I've done since I've been with Bill McCarthy, who is my current coach, and I've been lifting with him since 2016. And essentially I put a tally on my belt for every 50 working reps that I do on squat. So that's a really cool thing because it kind of shows me, I can look at my belt and just be like, oh, this is how much work that I've put in, and it reminds me the time I've put into the gym. But the other nice thing about that is I can keep track of how many working reps of squat I've done. And at this point, I've done just over 19,000 working reps of squat since working with Bill in 2016. And to put that in perspective, I would say nearly all of those reps of 19,000 reps were done with 400 pounds or more. There's certainly some high rep sets that were under 400 pounds in the high threes, but in general, we could probably put an average weight in that, mid 400 plus range, and that includes 700, 600 pound squats. The ones that you see here on this training, the warm-ups don't count, right? But the sets of 2, the 695, those get counted. And I just want to share with you how I'm feeling after 10 years of powerlifting and nearly 20,000 working reps of squat with over 400 pounds at this point. And the answer is, I feel great, right? At 27 years old, I have no complaints. I do very well getting up the stairs and walking around. I will be the first to admit, if I'm in a heavy, hard training cycle, of course, I get some knee soreness and I get some low back soreness and it aches here and there to the point where I've had some bad knee soreness before. But here's the magic of it. I know that that's all intentional, right? My knees get sore when we're intentionally pushing the fatigue up and the reps up and the weight up in my training. And honestly, if any soreness that I have right now, if I took a week off in the gym, would be gone instantly, right? So all of that soreness is controlled to myself. And I kind of want to just mirror that to some conversations I've had in the gym in the past, where I've talked to people in their low to mid 20s who, they talk about powerlifting. They're like, oh man, I feel like an old man. Everything hurts because I'm pushing it so hard in the gym. And I don't know if part of that is there's something manly about feeling like, oh, I push it so hard in the gym that everything hurts, or people just generally think because I lift 600 and 700 pounds pretty regularly, everything about me needs to hurt, or it would. But if you are one of these people who are perpetually hurting, or you talk to someone who's consistently just kind of uncomfortable in life, understand that is not necessarily a product of powerlifting. That's a product of poor programming and training in general, right? And fatigue management, because ultimately it's fatigue that gets you and gets you to that point where you're on the precipice of becoming injured and that pain. And people who don't manage fatigue or do not plan out their training will have issues, right? And when you're lifting heavy, you're setting yourself up to hurt. But what I'm telling you today is, if you are hurting, that is not a sign that you're doing something right. Or maybe if you're hurting consistently. Now, with that said, everybody has their own problems, right? Maybe someone's predisposed to knee tendonitis or bulging discs or something along those lines. And of course, you're going to battle your issues. So if you are battling your issues, okay, I am not undermining you by any means. But what I am saying is, do not wear it as a badge of honor that you are constantly, perpetually in pain. I think sometimes people do that. And if you are perpetually in pain from lifting weights or heavy training, something's wrong. Or that's a sign that you're training probably stupid, and you're not getting your recovery right, and you're not doing what you need to do to properly recover. So hopefully that kind of gets my point across. I just wanted to speak on it, especially coming up on that 20,000 rep milestone for my own squats and working squats. I think I have enough of a pedigree at this point that I can speak on it. If you are in your 20s and even low 30s and beyond, you should probably not be having just daily pain from lifting weights. So thank you all for tuning in today. That'll do it for me. Please like, subscribe, drop a comment. Let me know, hey, are you dealing with any perpetual pain, chronic issues? And until next time, happy lifting.